Another one, so fascinating. Imagine a flood, but not of water. A sticky, dark wave, moving at the speed of a running horse, powerful enough to tear buildings from their foundations. Sounds like something out of a bizarre horror movie, right? But this actually happened, right in the heart of Boston, a little over 100 years ago. This is the story of the Great Boston Molasses Flood of 1919. It all started on a surprisingly warm January day in Boston's North End. The date was January 15, 1919. At the Purity Distilling Company, a massive steel tank stood over 50 feet tall and 90 feet wide. It held an incredible 2.3 million gallons of crude molasses. This molasses wasn't for pancakes. It was destined to be fermented into industrial alcohol, a key ingredient for munitions during World War I. For a while, residents had noticed the tank groaning and leaking dark, sticky streaks down its sides. Kids would even bring cups to collect the sweet goo that dripped from the seams. The company was aware of the problems, but chose to paint the tank brown to hide the leaks, rather than perform proper repairs. A ticking time bomb, filled with sticky syrup, was sitting in the middle of a bustling neighborhood. Just after noon, disaster struck. Witnesses reported hearing a deep, rumbling sound, followed by a series of rapid-fire, machine gun-like noises as the rivets on the tank popped off. Then, with a terrifying roar, the massive tank burst apart. A colossal wave of molasses, estimated to be up to 25 feet high, erupted from the ruptured tank. It surged through the streets at a mind-boggling 35 miles per hour. This wasn't a slow ooze. It was a powerful, destructive tsunami of syrup. The force was immense. It ripped buildings off their foundations, buckled the steel girders of the elevated railway, and sent freight cars flying. People, horses, and wagons were caught in the viscous torrent. The wave was so powerful, it swept people up and threw them against walls or trapped them in the rapidly cooling and thickening goo. First responders and rescuers rushed to the scene, but they faced an unimaginable challenge. The molasses was waist-deep in some areas, making every step a struggle. The sticky mess clogged everything, making it nearly impossible to find and help the victims. The air, thick with a sickly sweet smell, would haunt the residents for decades. In the aftermath, the scale of the tragedy became clear. 21 people lost their lives, and another 150 were injured. The cleanup was a monumental task. It took over 80,000 man-hours to chip, scrape, and wash the molasses away. Firefighters used salt water from the harbor to try and dissolve the sticky coating from the cobblestone streets, which then turned the entire harbor brown. For years, on hot summer days, Bostonians claimed they could still smell the faint, sweet scent of molasses in the North End. So what caused this bizarre disaster? Investigations revealed a combination of factors: poor construction, a lack of safety testing, and unseasonably warm temperatures that day, which likely caused the molasses to expand inside the already stressed tank. The event led to one of the first class action lawsuits in Massachusetts history and resulted in new government regulations for construction and engineering standards. The Great Molasses Flood is a strange and tragic footnote in history, a powerful reminder of what can happen when corporate negligence meets the surprising force of 2 million gallons of syrup. It's a story that proves reality can sometimes be far stranger and stickier than fiction. Thanks for sticking with us through this incredible story. If you found this as fascinating as I did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the weirdest corners of history. See you next time.